I was standing in line at a grocery store in a small town in Ohio. It was a cold Thursday evening, one of those nights when everyone just wants to get home, heat up a cheap frozen dinner, and forget how exhausting life can be. In front of me was a woman, probably in her late 50s. She looked tired in a way that wasn't just about age. It was the tiredness that comes from fighting the same battles every day. She was wearing a faded hoodie and counting crumpled dollar bills in her hand. The cashier scanned her items, some bread, milk, a bag of apples, and told her the total $20.43. The woman looked down at her money, then back at the groceries. She started to push the apples aside. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I'll put these back, maybe next time." I could see the embarrassment on her face. That moment, that tiny, ordinary moment, felt like it carried the weight of her whole life. She didn't ask for help. She didn't even look around. She just tried to shrink herself so nobody would notice. But the young man behind me did notice. He was wearing a construction uniform, still dusty from the day. Without saying a word, he stepped forward and handed the cashier a $5 bill. He didn't make eye contact with her. He didn't say, "It's okay." He just did it and looked down at his phone as if it was no big deal. The woman stared at him, her eyes wide and shining. For a second, I thought she might refuse, but then she nodded and whispered, "Thank you." The man gave the smallest shrug like it was nothing, but to her it was everything. She picked up her bag, and as she walked past me, I saw the relief in her face, like she was reminded that even when life feels impossible, kindness still exists. That night I thought about how America can be so hard. The rent is high, the pay is low, and sometimes it feels like you're always one step away from losing what little you have. But I also thought about that construction worker, how he didn't need a reason to be kind. He just was. Maybe that's the heart of real life here. It's not about big gestures or perfect moments. It's about small acts of compassion that remind us we're all just trying to make it through the day. And sometimes, we need each other more than we're willing to admit.